Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here. And last night, a $27 million item was found in Grand Theft Auto Online's files. And I'm going to explain to you what this is, what it could possibly mean, and take you on the journey that many of us went through last night, trying to actually figure out what it was and get to the bottom of it. And I also want to make this video just to clarify in case anyone happens to see this and starts freaking out saying, you know, Rockstar, why would you charge $27 million for something? We're going to be discussing everything in this video. All right, so let's take you back to the beginning. This was happening on the GTA forum site just last night, and FunMW2 posed this question. He stated, I didn't have the chance to become CEO. I had modded money, but now it's all gone thanks to the Feel Rich updates. Anyways, how many warehouses are there? So he just asks a simple question, how many warehouses are there? I think there's 22 in total. I think there's 8 medium and large, and then 6 small. Don't quote me on that. I know that math might not be perfect, but that's what I think it is. And then he answered with this. Sorry, what I found wasn't related to warehouses. Is there something related to apartments that cost $27 million? Just when I saw that, I was like, what the heck? What cost $27 million? He goes on to say, this is what I found in the files. Apparently a cut apartment or something like that, but $27 million, holy sheet. I don't think it's supposed to be a new high-end apartment or a yacht. It's something cut from ENOC update, as I think. Okay, so what we know so far is that FunMW2 thinks that this is a cut feature from executives and other criminals, something related to the apartment, around $27 million, which is pretty insane. So what he then proceeds to do next is show us this image right here, which these are the apartments that were added with executives and other criminals and offices that were added in Further Adventures in Finance and Felony. However, he brings up that there's nothing for case number 86, as you can clearly see right there. So he goes on to state, as you can see from 73 to 85, those are apartments added with executives and other criminals. 86 is empty, which means cut apartment. Then we see the offices added with Further Adventures in Finance and Felony. Whatever is that 86, it costs $27 million. So wow, whatever this is, it's getting pretty crazy because it just doesn't have a file in the game like the other apartments and the other offices, which is pretty nuts. So FunMW2 goes on to say a little bit more. He says, did some more digging, found out that it's something special, just like the offices. So he then goes on to say, first, the value 8 is for the offices added in Further Adventures in Finance and Felony. 7 is for the mysterious apartment, which cost $27 million. So this gets kind of confusing, but stick with me. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 for the safe houses and stilled homes and apartments. The value 8 and 7 isn't there because they are special. The value 8 is used in the app SecuroServe script. In the list, we can see the value 6 and 3 for apartments with 10-car garage, 5 and 2 apartments for 6-car garage, and 4 and 1 for apartments with a 2-car garage. So the too long didn't read version is the mysterious apartment is something special like the offices, which might confirm mansions. Okay, so when I saw this, I was like, whoa, that is actually pretty cool because in each rendition of these, felony and executives and other criminals updates, we've gotten a kind of a larger place to live. So, and obviously executives and other criminals, we got the stilled homes, Further Adventures of Finance and Felony. We got the offices, which is a huge upgrade and pretty much bigger than anything we have in the game in terms of livability. So for another expansion into sort of the criminal underworld updates, would Rockstar ever consider adding something like mansions to the game? I'm not talking about stilled homes. I'm talking about full-on Playboy Mansion style homes, which might indeed cost something along the lines of $27 million. So that was pretty interesting, but it turns out that our hopes for that were very short-lived. So FunMW2 then goes on to tweet just a few minutes later, I found out what it is. It's related to the yacht, so it's not cut content. However, this is where it gets pretty interesting because what is possibly related to the yacht that's $27 million. So a lot of the theories that were going around is that you would have an armored ability to the yacht, which would be pretty crazy. Some people said that there would be functioning basketball courts, a mini skate park on the yacht. Others said that it's additions to the yacht, like upgrading the interior, maybe adding things like a bowling alley. However, one user on the site, Lubas, actually brought up a good point because he did some calculations for all the prices of the yacht. So if you do the Orion with all the upgrades possible, it will result in $8 million. If you do the Pisces with all the upgrades possible, so like gold railings, the Vivacious Gold, the Voyager skin, that will result in $9 million. And then the Aquarius with all those upgrades will result in $10 million. So if you had 10 million plus 9 million plus 8 million, you sum those numbers up and you'll get exactly 27 million. So is that our answer right there? Is that just a script that's found in the game that sums up all the prices of the yacht together? Now, the only really question I have is, why would such value or such function be in the code? What's its purpose? What does it actually do? Why would you have a function, like I said, or code in the game that would have the prices of the 3 yachts added up? Some people after that were saying, would we be able to buy 3 yachts? That would seem kind of outrageous. We can only buy 1 office in the game. We can only buy 1, yacht in the game. Why would we be able to buy more? There doesn't even seem to be a need to buy 3 yachts at once. Do you know how much the servers would lag in Grand Theft Auto Online if you could get like 40 yachts in the game? One, I'm pretty sure you would run out of room in the ocean. But number 2, that would just create so much havoc and so much lag that I don't even think Rockstar servers can handle it. In fact, that's why I think they limit the number of yachts that are in the game right now. So there are many things that I'd actually like to do on the yachts to make them more usable. I've stated that if there were some exclusive features that could only be done on the yacht, like either game modes like bowling or whatnot, then I think they would definitely be more used and more useful than they are right now. So I was kind of sad to see that it does seem like it is just the prices of them added up together. But at the same rate, I am kind of relieved that no single object is going to cost $27 million in the game, because that would be absolutely insane. So I just did some quick math to show you how much this would actually be. So a Megalodon shark card at face value is $100. Now you can get them for cheaper on some other sites, but for the most part, it's $100 wherever you're gonna go. And it gets you $8 million in Grand Theft Auto Online. So in order to get 27 million, it would cost you about 3.5 Megalodon shark cards, which is $350 in real life. That is insane. You can buy almost a full console for $350, and that would be 1 item in game. So I am kind of relieved that that's not the case, because that would be absolutely ridiculous for Rockstar to charge any amount of money for that high of an item. I've already stated that vehicles like the Swift Deluxe and the Luxor Deluxe are just embarrassing. Why they're even in the game, I have no clue. Why you would want them and why they're priced that much, I have no idea. So in a way, I am kind of relieved, but this does solve all the mystery that it's nothing new regarding the yachts or mansions. It's just all of them fully maxed out. So let me know what you kind of thought about this mystery in the comments section down below. I thought it was very interesting, and at the same rate, I'm glad that there's actually nothing worth $27 million coming into the game, as that would be insane. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you did go on to enjoy the video, like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With out of the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.